Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I am playing with my gel plate. I have all these stencils. This video was actually recorded quite a while ago when I first got these stencils. They are from Joggles, and most of them are the Klimpt collection by Elizabeth St. Hilaire. And if I can find a link to that, I will link it in case you're interested in those. But I just wanted to play this. Like I said, this is when I first got them, so I hadn't used them yet. But if you watch my channel, follow me, you probably have seen those stencils before because these are not in order. This one was a really long session, and this video, if I can get it all to download at once, is half an hour long. So, there is a flip through at the end, well, near the end, not quite the end. There's bonus footage after the flip through. Yeah, because I wanted to try something that Elizabeth suggests. And I am doing this with rice paper. I happen to have some rice paper, and she likes to use it, and she puts the slick side down. Jury's still out for me, whether or not. I mean, I like rice paper, and I love how it collages when you use it for collage. I'm not sure. Of course, I don't know what I was doing when I was printing. This is all just kind of weird. Especially this flower one with the rectangle shapes. Yeah, so I guess I can't blame that on the rice paper. It's kind of the operator. I don't know what I was doing. I make a bunch of crazy random sort of prints. But it was fun. It was fun. And you know, when you start gel printing, you can go on forever because there's always something on the plate, you know? There's always something that you can do. And looking back, I'm like, oh, that was the wrong color. That was a fluorescent green. Not sure how good that was. Then I decided to put titanium buff on there to lift it off. Maybe if I'd have used, I don't know, a dark blue color. I don't know. Anyway, you'll get to see it here in a minute. I don't know that I will voice over the whole thing. I thought about it before I started doing the voiceover, because I was like, this is like super long, and I'm not that chatty. I could tell a story. I don't have any stories. I mean, somebody else's story. I could be like those, you know, there's these different people. There's one lady that does makeup and crime. Like I think she's on Instagram. She does her makeup and tells a crime story while she does it. And now Nick the Booksmith has her craft and crime and craft. I don't know. It's fun. I'm into crime junkies. I'm a crime junkie. I just don't have any stories. But anyway, here I am rambling because, you know, I've got a half an hour to fill. So I'm just using scrap paper to clean off my brayer. So that other thing was probably a project. Oh yeah, it was a project I already posted. It was my tag book, I think. So this is kind of a spin-off on a technique that I've seen done where you get sort of a stained glass effect. I haven't seen anybody do the white layer. Usually they just do the black layer, but I don't know. I want to be different. And I think the white kind of helps it sort of be a little bit lighter and brighter. I could be wrong. It's still quite dark, but yeah, you'll see. And I let it dry in between each of these layers. So you can see it instantly turned dry. And then I try to pull it up with the metallic, which is not a good idea. Metallic dries so fast in my climate. It's like, boom, it's dry. And I think I edited the rubbing of this one too, because I had to rub and rub and rub and rub and rub. And I think I still get tears in the rice paper. If you leave rice paper on too long, you could lose some paper. I think I just use some gloss medium, and I use gloss because I lifted it with metallic. I didn't want to dull the metallic. I think, yeah, I bring it back and I decide to coat the whole surface of this one because it has a lot of rough spots where the paper peeled off, and just figured it would be best if I sealed it all. I do another one. You'll see it. It works a little bit better. I can't remember. I don't think I tried lifting it with metallic. And of course, it's a little juicy. I'm going to have a lot of black and white papers for collage. More collage fodder, right? I have so many pages worth of collage fodder. So many. Trying to get everything out from inside the openings. I don't know where I got the idea for white. Like, this video's it's been a while since I did this video. I'm not sure why I did the white. I kind of like it, but it takes a bit of effort to lift it up enough to get color. It's so dry here. Things dry so fast. Now that it's winter, it shouldn't be as bad. Though they say you get drier in winter. I don't know. When you live in a desert, it's hard to know. It's always dry. I think my fingers start cracking and my lips get dry in the wintertime. So I'm trying that stained glass kind of effect again. I think it works really well on these really ornate stencil patterns. I think I lost everything but the blue, but hopefully there's some yellow under there and some pink under there. Oh no, I tried the gold. That's antique gold by Arteza. Yeah, I did it again. Surprising. And I did rub this one forever, You just don't see it. Edited for time. This one didn't tear quite as bad as the last one. So what do you think? Do you like that technique? I took a picture, posted it out on Instagram back when I did it. If I go back through my Instagram, I'll be able to tell when I made this video. This is one of my wood block stamps. I just had to. I just had to use it. I couldn't not use it. It's like those wooden block stamps are like my favorite thing to do. Picked up a lot of the pattern from the last pull there. Sometimes those pieces of deli paper that I use to clean up the edges get pretty interesting. And again, I let that dry before I add to it. Yeah, that's what happens when you mix on the plate. You get solid blobs of color that just... So you don't get an overall color. I mean, it can be interesting to have those kind of patterns on there. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. And I wasn't trying to achieve anything, I was just playing around. Yeah, that's more collage fodder. That was one busy print. Different. I don't think I ever did that whole session. I don't think since I got him that flower pattern, I don't think I've done a solid straight just normal print of that flower pattern. I need to do that. I like that spiral pattern too. The first time I brayered paint over the stencil like that, I could not get it to cover like I do now. But nobody told me you had to kind of push it down into the gel. So if you ever try and you can't get it to cover evenly, as long as you don't have any sharp edges, just push it down a little bit harder on the brayer and it will cover evenly. Just a helpful hint. It's kind of fun watching these because I forget what I printed. That's kind of interesting. That fluorescent pink's just a little too transparent. Even this one doesn't end up being a normal print. Yeah, see, I put the texture on there. And then I decided to go in and paint. Yeah, I edited that. It was getting a little tedious. But I add some red. And then it cuts out. I add some purple. And now we're printing it. And I want to say it's more collage fodder. Yeah. Just trying to clean up my plate a little bit. See if I can get some of those chunks off of there. Not really. I don't show you, but I kind of picked off some of those bigger spots. Again, I let that dry. I thought I'd put a little bit darker red on there to pull it. And maybe make just like a subtle... Oh no, I go crazy. I add another stencil. I don't know what I was thinking. And I let that dry. And then I decide some metallic, but this time I'm adding a little bit of white. I think that was a metallic color. And we'll see if we can lift that one up. and what kind of crazy collage fodder that will turn into be. Oh yeah, like, that was a mess. There's your distressed wallpaper look page. Now we're just gonna pull out some titanium white and see if we can lift this thing up. So, you know, if it lifts off, and sometimes if you're afraid it's not going to come off, this is the way to pull your print. It's surprising, but that does work pretty well. So that one's kind of pretty in a really distressed sort of way. Taking the first pull and just adding the blue to it. There, now it has something in that sort of yellow section. I want some shiny stuff. There we go. No idea what I'm going to use all this paper for, but it was fun anyway. Oh, and then this one was a tree. I think that's why I used the green. And this time I'm adding black. So the idea of putting that black in there is to get it in the grooves right around the edge of the stencil, so it looks like a black, kind of a black line. Same thing with the white when I was doing the white. That one has too many twisty turny things. I was thinking I needed to lift it. I forgot. This has to go on first. Again, trying for the stained glass effect with the tree. On this time I am trying silver metallic. find. And that lifted most of it up. There we go, our metallic stained glass tree. Went for a big color change right here. From all that pretty stuff to this, I don't know if that's yellow ochre. I don't know, mustard color. Maybe I thought I needed that color, I don't know. You didn't see that, but it's in the flip through if you want to watch the flip through at the end. And I've quit washing my stencils, like unless I use something like texture paste or something. I don't, because I tend to like damage. Like this one has all these little swirls in it. Trying to clean them off can be kind of harmful to the stencils, so I just quit doing it. Another interesting color choice. It's quite a gray blue there. And of course I let it dry, you just don't see it. And we'll see if any of that metallic shows up when we pull this one. Who says you have to know color theory? That made for an interesting print. I don't know. It was interesting. And this one I think I just make a subtle print. I don't think I do anything extra. There it is. It was a little extra from the last piece, but... Okay, so I have this big chunk of paint at the bottom of this. So I'm using packing tape to lift off all the paint on the top and the bottom section. And I just rub it on there really good. And it's a thick layer. And slowly take it off. It works this way to clean your plate too if you want. Could have done it to all the sides, but I really just wanted these big sections. There we go. And it's kind of cool. It's got some metallics on there. I think I just used the gloss medium, so I didn't want to lose the metallic, and just seal it so it doesn't flake off. And I do it with the other one. Here's the flip through finally here. So that was the top, that was the bottom. And that's an extra little chunk. Now you get to see all the prints. Whoops, one of them went. There's the other one. Interesting. Collage fodder. More collage fodder. Different. Almost too subtle. I don't think you saw me do a few of these. More collage fodder. So there's the tree. See, I kind of like it. There's the first one I tried. And then the second one I tried. And then these are the ones I just printed off when I was taking the black out. So I've got some black collage pieces. So this is something Elizabeth St. Hilaire does with hers. After she prints her rice paper, she takes acrylic inks and she stains the back of them so that when she tears them, they are, she does a lot of paper, what she calls paper painting. So she tears them into little pieces and paints with them. So when she tears, she doesn't have all the white to worry about. It's got a color on the back and a color on the front and no white. And I don't do this to all of them. I just tried it on a few that I wasn't too worried about destroying. Maybe a little. So there's that one. Just gives it a little brown core. Yeah, I thought it would be fun just to try it. So I actually use, I think it's like a metallic sort of green yellow color. It's very bright and when you see it flipped over, it's like, whoa. Because this had a lot of white space. So even though I sealed it with the gel medium beforehand on the front side, you can still see where all the white gets stained the yellow color as soon as I turn it over. I don't think it hurts it at all. What do you think? I'll do one more. I think this is the last one. This flower one that I wasn't too thrilled about. I think that's what this one is. And I add some blue, and then I decide it was too light, so I add some darker blue here soon. I don't know that it helped it any. It didn't hurt this one. I hope you liked this video, and if you're still watching, thank you so much for following along with me today. If you did like it, please thumb it up, leave me a comment. I appreciate all of that. And I hope you enjoy jelly printing as much as I do. Have an awesome day.